Burbex.
Is abandoned and it's dead.
Welcome back to Burbex, Britain's Urban Exploration. Today we're back on Chongming Island again. Yes, this island is full of abandoned stuff, and we're going to go around and take a look at 2 or 3 abandoned cinemas on this island. Right now we're in the biggest one, we're in the projector room, but it's a little bit difficult to get in here, but it's well worth it. Don't forget, if you love urban exploration videos with a China twist, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to ding 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 that bell for great new videos from Burbex, Britain's urban exploration every week. Let's go.
Some mannequins down there. Wow, look at the colour of the moss growing up the wall here. And this long central corridor is beautiful. This looks like it was a toilet at some point, but I don't know why. There's all this hay all over the floor. Look at these cobwebs. There's a really strong smell of chickens in this room. I think that this building has kind of been recycled, repurposed into a place for livestock, maybe chickens. This design of cinema is actually fairly common in China. Cinemas wouldn't just have been for showing movies, but they would have been a place where people could socialize, and also that the communist government could kind of spread the communist agenda at the same time. This would have been like a real strong meeting point of the whole village. Right now it's completely abandoned, like most of the town that we're in. Let's keep looking around though. It's got a really nice melancholy feeling to this building. Again, we always seem to find mahjong sets, but this one looks like a complete mahjong set. This is my favorite mahjong piece. It's called Yi Niao, which literally means one bird. And you can see that there's a small bird on there. Tweet, tweet. I'm actually here with Instagram superstar Senzui Champion right now, who's trying to hide himself a bit. Looks like he's found an old wheelchair. This is awesome. Check out this old wheelchair. I can imagine it's like some old person using this in the later years of their life. Maybe the wheelchair is haunted. You can also see where the lamps have fallen off the ceiling. Abandoned cinemas are actually one of my favorite places to visit in China because, you know, there's been so many people sitting here enjoying themselves. Boyfriends take girlfriends and they become, you know, like husband and wife later on. A real strong sense of life and continuity in these places, even though basically it's abandoned and it's dead. these books. Is that Hillary Clinton? I love the smell of old books. Look at this. This is actually like a police bicycle. It's not in great condition now, but it's kind of nice looking. And look at this neon light up here. This neon light is cool. It says like snack department. That's cute. Up here you can see it says 厕所, means toilets. Like a lot of abandoned buildings in China, this place has just been turned over to recycling and storage. These yellow machines that you can see are all exercise machines that get used in communities in China. Ah, we're behind the scenes now. These are all the ropes that control the lights. There's some kind of booth here as well. There's lots and lots of videotapes in here. Look at this cassette deck as well. It's got a cassette deck and a turntable. Look, there's a notice in here which is dated from 1989. Funny thing is, this actually feels more like a theatre than a cinema. We may have made a mistake there. Whoa, look at these steps, they're seriously rotten. Well, you can see that this is the area above the stage, but there's no way I'm going across that because look, the wood is completely rotten. You can see behind me I think they call it the heavens, right? That's where the backstage processes would go on, you know, like lifting the curtains, the lighting, things like that. All of this walkway is extremely rotten right now. I don't dare go across that. I think that would be kind of stupid. If you want to see some photos of when I did go across one of these walkways though, I'll leave a link in the description, and that's the abandoned movie sets in Beijing. That's really special, you should check that out. This looks like it was the mixing studio, or maybe like where all the fuses and the electronics were kept. There's a lot of fuses in here. I hope I don't blow a fuse. All of this makes me think of Dr. Frankenstein bringing his monster to life. There's someone coming in. Somebody on a scooter. Look, the padlock is open. Hey, there's 2 volunteers outside.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
They probably won't even understand how good it's like. Come on.
You can see I've made it right to the top of this cinema, and there's this huge projector here, very old school looking projector. And what's great as well is that there's a whole film processing room in here, like where they cut up the films. Look at the size of this thing. Holy moly, what's this? This is so cool. It's like a film splicing table. You know, like in Fight Club when Tyler Durden has a part-time job and chops up movies. Looks like it's all lenses in here.
Show my phone on video. I'll show my face on the video.
Alright. Just your hair. I'll do it from the back. I'm here with Senzuri Champion again today. We've been exploring a few times in the past, so you might know him. He doesn't want to appear on camera, but maybe he's got some sarcastic remarks to make later. You can check out his Instagram at the link at the bottom of the screen.
Never get any followers.
This place is actually, it feels kind of like a time capsule. There's all these kind of antique-y, kitschy things just laying around. For example, like this old radio that I just found. You often see Chinese people walking around listening to radios very, very loudly. I just found this cool, kitschy phone as well. It's like bright green and it says Panda on it as well. I quite like that. It looks like it's battery powered though. It's amazing to think that these objects, which we think are kind of kitschy and nostalgic now, were all part of everyday life in China, probably in the 70s and the 80s. This is funny, there's a box of what looks like 3D glasses everywhere. Everything just looks so 2D when I wear them though. It's the Fonzarelli. Steel plate for stencil screen cuttings on both sides. This is really old. I don't know. It says it's for stencils, but I don't know how that works. I think one of the things I like about this place is that even though it's kind of rotting and it's falling apart, it still has that sense of kind of it's friendly, it's a very accessible place. It's quite comfortable, everything's in these lovely green, mossy colours. It's quite a distinctive style to Chinese cinemas. I like it a lot here. This is a massive heater that would be used in the winter to keep everyone warm. In the north of China it gets very cold in the winter and there's snow and there's ice, but it doesn't really get that cold here in the south in Shanghai. However, it feels much colder here in the south because they don't have central heating. In the north of China, in most public buildings, they have nuanqi, which means like central heating, and that gets turned on at a certain time of year. In the south of China, they don't have that because it's not considered cold enough. So a lot of people will have heating machines like this in their houses. In Shanghai, it's very wet and it feels very cold in the winter. Don't come to Shanghai in the winter. It's horrible.
really want to climb here.
Hmm?
You really want to climb here?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, yeah, we'll climb anywhere. Yeah, we'll climb.
I'll blow it out. Senzori's not very good at going over gates. Beautifully done. This whole village is just like a ghost town. You know, all the restaurants are shut, all the shops are shut. It's just like nobody's lived here for years. It's a really empty feeling. The cinema still stands here, but it's just used as kind of a storage area. Very quiet place. Quite relaxing, actually. You can see that it wasn't just used as a cinema, but also as a theatre as well, which is why we saw the art department in there. We're going to go and try and find another cinema now. That's the big one. We'll go and see if we can find another. There's an old lady watching me as well. 你好。
你好，
弄好。
侬好，侬会得讲上海话？
我听不懂。
你听得懂啊？
吃饭了呗？吃饭了呗？